St. James Academy in Lenexa. We are ready for our sixth match of the day in the Spectrum Sports Volleyball Slam presented by Hy-Vee. Two of the top three teams in the state as the Lansing Lions take on the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints. Hello, welcome to St. James alongside Nancy Dorsey. I'm Lee Fleisig. Well, this ought to be a wonderful matchup with two teams highly respected in this season's preseason poll. Number 2, St. Thomas Aquinas. Number 3, Lansing. Let's begin with the Saints. What are you looking for this afternoon?
Well, look to see really big things from the Carolines from Aquinas. Carolyn Zabrowski and Carolyn Bien are going to team up to make things happen for them this afternoon. For the Lions, look to see KU commit Carly Schmidt and the high flyer Rachel Fairbanks to be the playmakers this afternoon. It's going to be an exciting afternoon. This has been one I've been looking forward to all day.
All right, we'll be ready to serve it up when we come back here to St. James Academy. It's the Spectrum Sports Volleyball Slam presented by Hy-Vee. Coming up next at St. Thomas Aquinas and Lansing.
There's been such great crowds all afternoon, and you can see the Lansing Lion fan club there. They have, looks like they've got some face cards. I like it. I like it a lot. Aquinas has a nice little crowd as well. So, I mean, it's just great to see these kids coming out and support the awesome volleyball that we have in this area. And you got some really high profile players in this match, Division I players, girls that are gonna go on and do great things at the next level. So it's fun to be here supporting that and let them show their stuff.
Some high-level volleyball in the Kansas City area this year as well, is there not?
Yeah, there really is. I think 5 and 6A are going to be, I mean, it is like flip a coin, you know. There's just so many good teams, and teams that are, you know, some teams are big and they're strong and powerful, and other teams are really good defensively and, you know, are scrappy and frustrating, and it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. In just 2 short months, the state tournament is 2 months from today. Isn't that insane?
That is crazy. I don't know which is crazier, the fact that you just started tryouts a week ago, basically, and had a week of practice, and now you're playing matches and some high-profile matches. As Aquinas puts in play, that's Emma Van Pelt with the serve. And it's the Saints opening up with the point.
It's a great serve. Carly Schmidt got a hand on it to keep it in play, but just starting the game out of system, that's not how you want to start.
Cusick with the serve.
An ace and an error. That's been the name of the game today.
And now Kennedy Ferris for Lansing.
Nice pass there by Bridget Devers.
Blocked wide, a big hit there from Zabrowski. St. Thomas Aquinas.
Gonna see a lot of that from Zabrowski. She's super dynamic, jumps high, kind of waits and hits that ball on her way down, uses the block. Very nice finish. You're gonna see her play on the left, you're gonna see her play in the middle. She can just do a little bit of everything.
That serve sails a little long, so it'll be point Lansing. And no matter how much you practice, how much you can scrimmage in the gym, once the lights come on and the match begins, there's going to be some preseason nerves.
Oh, for sure, and especially in a matchup like this, and as we said earlier, just with the way those two ended their season last year, playing each other, there's a lot going on. It's a new gym, new environment. You just got to kind of get used to it, get your bearings.
The Lions able to keep that alive. Playing it off the ceiling on your side is still good.
Awesome finish by Zabrowski. They're gonna keep going to her. It's called feeding the beast. That was a great play out of the net there by the Lions to keep that ball alive. But Zabrowski is gonna be a name you hear a lot in this set, in this match, and in this season. She's a great player.
Smith serves it up. It'll be point to Lansing.
That's 3 straight misses for Aquinas. They have all that momentum off the Zabrowski swing, and then a miss serve, followed by a miss serve, followed by a miss serve. It's very frustrating, but it's early on in the set, so lock and change.
Opportunity now for Aquinas. Just past the reach of Kennedy Ferris, point to Aquinas.
She's so good off of 1 foot. She likes to run behind and run that 1 foot play. You can see that on the replay here. She's up, she gets high. She's really good, really smart at using the block. So effective at this stage in the game, because high school girls are not always the most effective blockers, so you know you're going to have some hands to use.
Zabrowski puts it in play. Big hit from Rachel Fairbanks, point to Lansing.
And right back at you. You're going to see a lot of that from her as well. Rachel Fairbanks is an athlete. She's a big track star at Lansing also, but going to go on and continue her career at the University of Nebraska Omaha, and you can see why on that last play.
Cross court from Jacayla Morgan.
Speaking of athletes, Jacayla Morgan is a 2-time state champ in basketball, and she is I think she got 3rd place in the 300 hurdles. So just an athlete, and you can see her demonstrate that athleticism there on that last swing.
Blocked, and it looked like Jacayla Morgan got that one.
Huge block. I love the smiles when they come down. It's so much fun to have a play like that. Let's see here. Yeah, Jacayla Morgan handled that pretty much all by herself. Nicely done. Strong. So strong.
Lauren McEnroe with the serve. Big hit from Basler. Aquinas able to stand up to it. Good pick from Ferris. That one flies long. Point to Aquinas.
That's what you fear in these first outings, you know, where you're in a new environment, maybe a little nervous, is those errors, those unforced errors. We want to keep the ball in play and make our opponent make the mistakes. Nice serve.
Good effort from Ferris, but it'll go down as an ace. Aquinas opens up a 4-point lead.
Lauren McEnroe, her 2nd year as a setter for the Saints with the ace.
Right through the block is Vanderwerf. Amelia Vanderwerf scores it for Lansing.
Vanderwerf just getting back in the game. She injured her knee back in January, and she's obviously doesn't seem too fazed by that. She's doing a great job.
Caitlin Bishop, a freshman at Lansing, puts it in play. Scored for the Lions.
It was a nice block by Vanderwerf. Back-to-back plays by her. A kill, then a stuff block. Nice.
Big hit from Jacayla Morgan.
Really nice play by Jacayla Morgan there on the right side. Again, we saw her earlier out of the middle, so Aquinas is doing a good job of kind of mixing things up, making the Lions have to think about it a little bit. A little out of sorts there for the Lions. Fun fact.
Blocking out.
Yeah, fun fact about Carolyn Banna, she does not hit in the club season. She's a libero. She wasn't on the all-tournament team on the national championship that her club team won. She does not hit. So when she comes to high school, she gets to put on a different hat, and she does it very well.
Off the block of Morgan. Miranda Carpice.
Powerful swing there by Carpice. She muscles it through Bien's hands. Not a lot you can do about that power.
Taylor Lang for Lansing. That'll be point to the Lions. Aquinas didn't get over. Serve sails wide, and it'll be point St. Thomas Aquinas.
Amy Rokosek, who just served as their libero this set, was a setter last year, so she made the transition very nicely.
Big block there. Looked like Zabrowski got it.
It was the Carolines, what I tell you. Those two are they're gonna team up for some big plays.
That serve just long. Lansing down by 3 now.
Oh my.
Serve
and the
goes
trend
wide.
continues.
Service
Yeah.
error for Lansing. Sophomore BM will serve it up.
That may also have been out.
Big hit from Carly Schmidt.
Schmidt with the big wind up. She has a huge approach. You can see she drops that elbow, swings down that line, that open seam in the floor. Good court vision there, nice finish.
Nice take that time from Kennedy Ferris.
There she is again. Schmidt powering it through the block.
Back-to-backers for Carly Schmidt, the junior.
Not surprising, KU commit, right? This is a girl that has a heavy arm, the young age. She's gonna just continue to get better and better.
But Aquinas is able to answer. Who do you go to?
You go to her every time. Carolyn Zabrowski is a beast, and she's fun to watch play because you know what? She's not huge. She's not, you know, she's not 6'1" like some of the players that she's playing next to and some of the players she's playing across from. But she does the absolute best with what God has given her, man. I love to watch her play.
A bit of a stop and go there for Rachel Fairbanks, but it works.
Yeah, she just had kind of...
That's athleticism, isn't it?
Yes, it really is. I mean, just to be able to make that play, it was the right angle, right? Because that's just a hard angle to dig, and she had no approach. But a kill's a kill, doesn't matter what it looks like. Schmidt with that jump top. There she is again. She's making it look easy, quite honestly. Just run that slide off one foot and use the block every time. She goes
You've
again.
had your share of players, too, that maybe aren't prototypical 6'1" that you would think, but are really tremendous athletes and can make the most of their ability.
Yeah, I love the small but mighties. It wouldn't hurt to have a 6'3" every now and again, but you know, the small and mighties
You
are.
don't throw them out of the gym either, do
I
you?
have a soft spot for them.
Zabrowski with a nice dig there. Ellie Smith with a good save.
Martin for Aquinas, freshman outside hitter. What a first match to get, you know, your baptism in here. And it's her birthday. She's turning 14 today, so happy birthday to Ava Martin. It's a fun way to spend her birthday, I think.
Tough for a freshman to crack this lineup, isn't it?
Yes, very tough.
Misfire there from Jacayla Morgan, and
she's laughing it off. That's a really tough ball to have to swing at. Just gotta keep it in play and give yourself another chance.
Samantha Moberg for Lansing. And the junior gets into the action. Timeout St. Thomas Aquinas. 15 all here in the opening set. We've got a good one between the Lansing Lions and the Saints from St. Thomas Aquinas on the Spectrum Sports Volleyball Slam presented by Hy-Vee. Back here at St. James Academy in Lenexa for the Spectrum Sports Volleyball Slam presented by Hy-Vee. Lansing serving to St. Thomas Aquinas. We're even at 15 here in the opening set.
Great play by the setter, Gianna Giraputo for the Saints. She was a transfer last year and had to sit out a season, but she's back in action and making some good decisions there in front row on that tight pass.
Little collision there as Kennedy Ferris trying to get that ball set. So it'll be 2 straight for Aquinas now. The Saints up by 2.
Sometimes just those communication errors can be huge.
Into the net from McEnroe. So Lansing will serve down 1 here in this opening set. Big hit from Caroline Bien.
It's a great swing off high hands. You know, that's an almost impossible ball to defend. You can see it again here. They're out of system. She's got to take a bad ball, make magic, hits high off those hands, and just deflects it off that block way deep. Not defensible. Great play.
Another service error, and that'll keep Lansing within 1. Hard to stop Jacayla Morgan.
That was a great set by Lauren McEnroe. Again, not an awesome pass, but holy cow, she pushes it back there all the way to the pin, allowing her to use that block, swing down that line. Really nicely executed play there.
Kusik serves it. That's a good one, an ace.
She's had a few of those this set. That ball just kind of drops.
That ace gives the Saints a 20-17 lead here in the first set at the Spectrum Sports Volleyball Slam, presented by Hy-Vee. Back at St. James Academy, we are still in this first set. The Saints of St. Thomas Aquinas serving it up 20-17. Anyway, Kusik puts it in play. Big block by the Saints. Zabrowski had that one turned back. Doesn't happen very often.
It does not. It does not. They made an adjustment on her. She likes to go that angle. You can see here she's trying to turn it to right back. That's her favorite spot. The block was right there waiting for her.
Tight to the net. The Saints able to work it.
So smart. But yeah, I mean, there's really no way she could swing at that ball without crossing the center line. Just had to control herself there. Just tipped it right over the block inside the 10-foot line. It's almost always there. Really smart play.
Caroline Bien will serve it now.
Bien committed to go play volleyball at KU this summer, so that's a big sign. Really exciting for her.
Oh, nice dig from Kennedy Ferris. She works the middle, she works the outside.
She just really makes it look easy, you know? I mean, it doesn't even look like she's trying very hard, and of course she is, but she just has such good court vision, and she can see the block, and she just drops it in there.
Caroline Zabrowski with another kill. Overpass. She gobbles that up like Pac-Man.
She's laughing, but you know what? It's effective. It worked. It did the trick.
Sure, we didn't get full force on it, but it was effective, and it'll be a timeout for Lansing.
That's right. Doesn't matter.
As Aquinas has gone up now 23-18. What have you seen from the Saints here on this this little run?
The Saints are just doing such a good job of mixing up their offense. They're setting everybody. I mean, obviously the ball's going to go to Zabrowski more than anybody, and it should, but they're moving the ball around really well, and I think defensively they're doing a good job, and they've been in system and servicing. The Lansing Lions, on the other hand, however, have not been. They're not passing balls that they can make plays. They can't. Rachel Fairbanks has hardly gotten the ball, and she needs to be getting the ball way more than she's getting it. So I think if they just calm down and can pass a little bit better, they can make it themselves a little less predictable for the Saints.
We've got a good one for you next Friday night. Speaking of St. Thomas Aquinas, #1 in our preseason Super 25, taking on Blue Valley. What a great game that's going to be. Friday night, 7 o'clock right here on Spectrum Sports. Rick Basler got a hand on that one. The Lions able to come back.
Carly Schmidt's going to win that joust 9.9 times out of 10. She certainly has a size advantage. Great placement of the ball there for her.
6-foot junior scores it for Lansing. Kenzie Weaver.
There it is again.
The Lions able to take advantage of that overpass.
I think caught
And now they're within 3.
Caught her by surprise a little bit there. I think she wasn't quite ready. A little off balance, and I'll tell you what, Gianni Giraputo gave it her best. Almost had it.
Rachel Fairbanks for Lansing. And here come the Lions now down 2.
Pass and serve. It always comes down to pass and serve. Nice dig.
Nice dig from Ferris.
It's a good heavy swing there from Tyler Culler. It's her second year varsity. She's nice and crafty. She likes that sharp angle. She's got a heavy swing. And gives the Saints game point.
Ellie Smith will serve it up for St. Thomas Aquinas.
There it is.
Rachel Fairbanks had that one over her head at one point.
She loves to go off one foot, and it's just really a great demonstration of her athleticism. You can see it really, again, not an amazing approach, but she doesn't need it. She just goes off that one foot, explodes off the floor, and then hits that really hard angle that right back.
That's tremendous flexibility. So one set point serve, save,
wow.
But not this time. Aquinas takes this opening set 25-22.
It's a fun finish for the Saints there. Gianna Giraputo and Carolyn Zabrowski team up to block the overpass. There they go. Oh, no, I'm wrong. Gianna got that all by herself. How excited she is. Way to go.
Scored for the Saints. They take set number 1. We're back with the second set. From the Spectrum Sports Volleyball Slam presented by Hy-Vee here at St. James Academy on Spectrum Sports. Hy-Vee is the official sponsor of High School Spirit, and a big part of high school sports here on Spectrum Sports. Welcome back to the Spectrum Sports Volleyball Slam, presented by Hy-Vee. We're at St. James Academy here in Lenexa. Lee Fleisick, Nancy Dorsey with you as St. Thomas Aquinas takes that opening set. 25-22. What did the Saints, what were they able to do to close out that opening set?
They just served and passed really well. And at the end of the day, that's really what it comes down to. Okay, they missed some serves, but when they served in, they were very aggressive, and they got the Lansing Lions way out of system. And as out of system as the Lions were, they was still a close set. So, you know, really anything can happen as we start the second set here today.
As a coach, I hear you say getting them out of system. It sounds simple to do.
Yeah.
Simple to say, maybe harder to do. What is Aquinas doing that's giving Lansing trouble?
I think they're serving zones really well. They're serving a lot of seams, so they're serving between 2 people, so they have to kind of communicate. At one point, Lansing was only passing with 2 people, so that creates a ton more seams on the floor because there's one less passer to worry about. So I thought they served very aggressively, and that really, for me, was the difference because they were predictable. You had to, you know, you're setting the ball at the 10-foot line, you're going to set it out, and they're going to have a double block every time. So you're not creating opportunities for your hitters to really have seams and holes that you can take advantage of. And they have some really great hitters that have hardly got a chance to put their hand on the ball. So they need to pass better in this set, and they'll be just fine.
We will see your St. James squad here in a couple of matches, but we talked about really the short time that you've had this season. You've had a week of tryouts and basically a week of practice. Are you still learning a lot about your team at this stage of the season?
For sure. I think I would imagine there's a lot of teams here probably trying to make decisions about certain positions, or maybe this girl over that girl, and you know, that's tough. But also I think, at least I can speak for myself, I know we're ready. You know, we're ready to just play a game, to see where we're at, because we think we know, but we're playing against each other, and we know each other really well, and we know each other's tendencies, and you think things are going really well in your gym, and then you play a game and you're like, oh my, I had that completely wrong. So I think everybody, I can speak for the coaches, and that they want to get it like a litmus test of where are we at, what do we need to work on, because it seems like, you know, to say there's a lot of season left, there is. Every one of these teams is going to play 40-some matches, but they're going to do it in the next 8 weeks, which is pretty crazy.
All right, Lansing in the black, puts it in play. And right off the bat, it's a big hit there from Zabrowski. Good dig from Kennedy Ferris. Zabrowski again. This time it goes into the stands, point to St. Thomas Aquinas. Why change it now?
Yeah, no, there's absolutely no reason to make a different decision. And she, you know, she had a block, but she likes that seam over the block into to right back. Lansing needs to make an adjustment, take that angle away, make her hit something she's a little bit more uncomfortable with.
Again with the serve.
There we are again. That's what we talked about, you know, at the start of this set, is they're not passing the ball in system. Their setters are kind of scattered and running all over, and that's frustrating. It's frustrating for the players. It's frustrating for the coaches. They, you know, they want to do their best, and now they get a missed serve, so they get an opportunity.
Again with a miss, make it 2-1. Now Kennedy Ferris will serve it up for Lansing.
Ferris headed to Missouri State next year. She's a three-sport athlete. I love to hear that. These girls that play, she plays basketball, soccer, and volleyball. You know, that they don't just focus on one thing. I think that's super unhealthy. See, here we have the slide by Zabrowski, but right there, her whole foot is under the net, and that is not legal. Yeah,
we got the same call on the other side now.
Yeah, Fairbanks, the set was a little tight, and I think her shirt caught the net.
So now Ellie Smith for St. Thomas Aquinas. Serve long, and it's 3-all.
Creators just looked at her girls like, come on. Every guy saw Matt Allen as he was walking out. I'm like, great match. And we just kind of laughed about all the missed serves in his match. I mean, it's beginning of the year. Blues. Rip the cobwebs off and dust yourself off. And nice save there by Martin. Oh, did they call her on the net?
Linus into the net.
Good athletic play there by Martin. Comes from an athletic little family. Her dad played basketball at KU. Mom was a volleyball player in her own right. So just a freshman, and again, her birthday.
Chris Martin, part of the KU basketball program, and a proud dad now as Ava cracks this lineup as a freshman.
Ava's the oldest of 5 kids, so she's big sis too.
It's kind of coaching on your own, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Or herding cattle, whichever, however you look at it.
Good stab there from Ferris.
There it is. Nice dig.
That was Mackenzie Weaver with a nice save, but the point's going to go to Aquinas.
Great dig there by Mackenzie Weaver for the Lions. Keep that ball in play, but just a hard cross-court swing resulted in an error.
A rotation issue here for Lansing.
Set 3 left too early, setter.
Again, first match of the season, so a lot of this has to be worked out.
So she has to stay behind Schmidt until the Aquinas server contacts the ball.
Chance now for the Saints. Morgan.
Good decision. That's a read that, as a defender, we want our defenders to make, right? Like, she was completely trapped. She had no approach. Really, the only option she had was to tip. And we want our defender to just bail on their spot and go grab that ball. Really smart play there by Morgan. Great block by the Lions.
Fairbanks got that one.
Nice dig.
Nice save from
Aquinas
the
is scrapping. I love the defense being played in this rally.
Fairbanks with a big swing. It's going to be point Aquinas.
That's frustrating. There was such great defense being played in that rally. Fairbanks finally got an opportunity. Looks like Calder in the net. Yep. It is seriously contagious. That's what I'm going with. Schmidt has a really great opportunity to score on her serve. She's got a heavy top spin, jump. See the power behind that.
Ellie Smith with a nice receive there.
Was a double that maybe we missed. That might have also been a double. Back-to-back doubles.
Lansing ends up with a point, maybe fair in that case.
Yeah, you know, it's a wash. We call that a wash because both teams did something illegal. It was a little double. It happens. They're sweating. Ball's got some sweat on it. Nice serve.
Another nice serve.
Free ball opportunity for the Lions. They got to take advantage.
Both got a good swing. Now it's the Saints. Morgan, wide.
I love the line judge on that play. Did you see that? He was down and ready.
That's a tough job.
It is, in this environment especially, because everyone's yelling at you, and you're. He did one of our matches. I think he might have done our match last year, and he was talking to me the whole time we were playing. I love the enthusiasm. There it is.
The birthday girl, Ava Martin.
That just feels good. Get your first kill of the match and just keep swinging. Keep swinging.
Of your career, how about that?
Yeah, of your career as high school and what an environment and on your birthday. So she'll have an extra piece of cake tonight.
You allow that as a coach?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Look at her. She can have as many pieces of cake as she wants. She can eat a piece for me, too.
Lauren McEnroe with the serve.
Another dig, keeping it alive.
Lansing able to turn it back.
That's a great block by Fairbanks. Teaming up with Basler on the right side. Way out of system swing. Ava did a good job of trying to keep that ball in play on a really hard ball to attack. But the block was right there waiting for her.
Nice serve from Rachel Fairbanks. And the Lions have battled back to take it even at 9. Wide from Martin. So now Lansing with the edge. 10-9.
Things can change quickly in these matches. Nice.
Saw that one coming from Caroline Bien, didn't you?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's who you want to get the ball to in that situation. You got blocked a few times. You got dug a few times. You know she's kind of a cool customer. You know she's going to make something happen. At the very least, she's going to keep the ball in play. But great swing there down the line for Bien.
Bridget Devers serves it up for the Saints.
Yep.
That one hit the ceiling across the net, so that point then ends. You can play it from your own side if it hits the ceiling on your own side, correct?
Yep, correct. Hit the duck work on the opposite side. It's automatic side out.
Tough ball for Milberg to handle. Chance for the Saints.
Tough swing for Bien. Coming cross body, out of system ball. And so she set that ball from middle back, essentially. And that is just a really, really awkward angle for most people. And just a sophomore who really doesn't have a lot of hitting experience. Great swing there by Tyler Culler. She just has some power behind that swing. Nice push out to the pin. Look at that hole. She finds it. Swings with all her might.
She was cocked and ready to go, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was. As a hitter, you love it when the block floats, because then you can just swing cross, and they're going to create a hole and make it hard for their defense. Swing hard and hope.
Kusick with a nice dig.
There's another chance. Nice cover. Big block there by Amelia Vanderwerf and Mackenzie Weaver. Boom. That time they didn't float. She didn't create that seam. And Tyler Culler couldn't get that heavy arm past that big block.
Taylor Lang, the senior. Good serve. Nice dig from Ferris.
Wow.
Block right back. It's Bien who turns it away.
And the Carolines are together yet again. Bien is a good blocker. She's disciplined. You know, she's not reaching much here. She's going to go straight up, penetrate. She's pretty excited about it. It's the way you should be when you get a block. It's fun. Feels good.
And once again.
Oh, man.
Service error ends the
takes
run.
your breath away. I feel like a broken record today.
No, but you can feel that. You can feel the air come out of the crowd. You know, you get a little bit of a rally going, and that's an ace for Lansing. And now the Lions have able to turn that momentum in their favor.
Service errors. I mean, a lot of things can happen, right? This is the ace here. That was a nice float. You could see that ball moving in the replay. These are the hardest balls in the game to pass. Nice push.
Nice dig that time from Bien.
Fairbanks. That's how you draw it up. I mean, I'm sitting here thinking, you need to set her the ball, set her the ball, set her the ball. And they did exactly as they should. And she used that power and that athleticism like she always does, and got those high hands off the block.
Too low from Culler.
Yeah, Culler has got power, but Fairbanks was a little late to close, and she was off the net, so she gave her a lot of hands to use.
So Ellie Smith.
Nice push.
Just blocked wide. Looked like Zabrowski had a hand on that one.
It was a great set by Caitlin Bishop, just a freshman. So there's the finish, but the set she was almost in left front, and she pushed that ball perfectly to the pin to give them an opportunity to swing that ball off the block. Really nicely done. Sometimes the setter doesn't get credit. You gotta recognize that a hitter can't score without a good set.
Looked like Carly Schmidt was there for Lansing.
They're saying that Zabrowski's dig hit the antenna, so it deemed the ball out of bounds. But let's see if we can see it. I don't know if we have a good enough angle. I don't know. That was real close. I think they're going to have to replay that. Yep. And as I looked up, they were holding up the replay sign.
Volleyball, in many respects, is the fairest of all sports, right? You can't decide, let's replay it. Let's do it again.
Oh, man.
So with an ace, it must have been Lansing's point.
It must have. The ball never lies, so to speak. That is, if you could serve that ball every time, man, that would be fun. It would just be
the back line,
it would be so easy. Just serve that back line. And
Kinsey Weaver, another deep serve.
There she is.
Zabrowski will end that Lansing run.
Gianna Giraputo doing a nice job for Aquinas. Getting the ball where it needs to go. Quick out of her hands. Off the tape for Zabrowski. Nice pass by Ferris. There she is.
And that'll keep Lansing in the lead.
You can tell that she's a track athlete. She just kind of explodes. Watch her here, just right off the ground. And then it's got some firepower behind that arm as well. Super fun to watch. Nice save there.
Samantha Moberg with the swing to give Lansing a 19-15 lead. St. Thomas Aquinas wants a timeout. We'll take it with them. Welcome back to the Spectrum Sports Volleyball Slam presented by Hy-Vee. Lee Fleisig, Nancy Dorsey with you as the Lansing Lions in black serving up 19-15 here in the second set. But again, a service error will end a run.
That's a coach win. You know, when you call the timeout when a server goes on a run and then they miss their serve, you just kind of like, mark one in the win column for me. I called that really good timeout. Made her miss her serve.
So it'll be Lauren McEnroe now for St. Thomas Aquinas, down 3. The Saints won the opening set.
Nice pass by Ferris.
This time Aquinas has an answer for Rachel Fairbanks.
She went back to her bread and butter. She likes that ball behind the setter. The block was there waiting. Ava Martin, the freshman, with the block.
McEnroe's serve is long. And just like that, it's back to Lansing with Fairbanks serving.
Nice serve.
Morgan.
Oh, nice touch.
Moberg. 21-17.
Bian doing all she could back there to try to keep that ball in play. See on the block, she had a hand on it. Not quite strong enough, but man, I like the effort.
Off the tape.
Nice job,
Morgan able to save it. Somehow got a right hand on it.
Yikes, the donut. Oh, the dreaded donut. It's every coach's nemesis.
Brady Basler gives Lansing a 22-17 lead, and St. Thomas Aquinas wants a timeout.
It just sort of seems like today is all about the 3-set match.
You called it before this match started. You sat down and said, this sounds like a 3-setter to me.
I know. I mean, these two teams are both so good, and I mean, at least it's entertaining and it's super fun to watch, and it'll be interesting to see. But you know what? Don't count Aquinas out. 22-17. You can come back from that. That is doable. That is doable. I got a first ball side out here. You've got Morgan, Bian, and Martin up. Haven't seen Morgan get a ball recently. She's got the power. They're in system, and I see them giving her the ball.
Rachel Fairbanks puts it in play. Another good serve.
It's a great serve. Out to Bian.
Didn't get a good swing on it.
Yeah, just way to keep it in play at that point. There
Overpass.
Nice hustle.
Basler with a great effort there. Bian swings.
Woo!
Into the stands, point Aquinas.
It was just a nice rally. They obviously wanted Bian to have the ball. They wanted the control in her hands. You know, she's got poise, she's got control, she's smart, okay, and they need a side out. But look at this effort from the Lansing Lions.
Here's your Devers. Good receive there from Ferris. Down the line. Point to Lansing.
Really nice swing there from Brady Basler on the right side. She's also a pitcher for the softball team. You can tell she's got a live arm, right? No doubt she's a pitcher.
Caitlin Bishop, the freshman, serves. Big point in this match. Morgan. Good effort from Mackenzie Weaver, but can't get it up. Point to Aquinas.
It was a nice swing by Morgan. She's got the power behind that swing, but just found the block right off that block into the donut. So dangerous.
Kusick with the serve, and it's a good one. Ace.
But I tell you, anything can happen. You never know.
There are swings of momentum in volleyball.
There are so many.
No other sport.
I know. It's what keeps it so interesting. But as a coach, my gosh, it's like a heart attack. The no lead is too great because you just never feel quite safe enough.
O'Cusick with a deep serve.
Nice.
Devers got a hand on it.
Samantha
But it's
Moberg.
down.
I mean, Lansing just has hitter after hitter after hitter. They have so much size and physicality. It's outrageous.
Samantha Moberg takes them to set point. Another big block. Lansing takes set number 2. Mila Vanderwerf got a hand on that one to send it back and send this to a third set. 25-20 Lansing.
Back-to-back blocks. Boom. Was right there to cover it, but just a little too much coming off that block. Amelia Vanderwerf, great job in the middle there. Back-to-back blocks to get that win and push it to the third set.
Where else would you rather be?
Absolutely nowhere.
Third set coming up between St. Thomas Aquinas and Lansing, 2 of the top 3 teams in the state. We'll have a winner after this. We're going to set number 3 here at St. James Academy in Lenexa, the Spectrum Sports Volleyball Slam, presented by Hy-Vee. Aquinas took the opener, but it was Lansing in the second. We're playing a third coming up next. St. Teresa's Academy in Olathe Northwest. That ought to be a great match as well. Jill Dorsey Hall will join me for that. You'll get ready for your St. James match here to finish us out this evening. A great day of volleyball as always here at the Volleyball Slam.
Yeah, so exciting. This is the 9th year we've done it, and it just keeps getting better and better. And honestly, I've been so impressed with the crowds. Even at 8 a.m., we had a really good amount of people here, and that just goes to show you how much volleyball's grown and how important this sport is to our community, and how much people appreciate just their athleticism and just their abilities. There's so many girls here that are going to go on to play college volleyball and extend their career past high school, and there's really a small percentage of people that do that. I was looking at a statistic the other day. 1.2% of all high school volleyball players play Division I volleyball. There are numerous Division I volleyball players in this match alone, so just goes to show you that we have a strong tradition here.
Some great coaching in the Kansas City metro area, not only as yourself and high school coaches, but at the club level as well. Is turning out really exceptional volleyball talent in the Kansas City area.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, the recent success that KU has had has really helped with that, because, you grow up as a little kid in this area, most people, not all, but most, as a Jayhawk fan, and just their success. And K-State always has a really good program as well for those Wildcats out there.
Missouri has been very, very good as well.
Yeah, and Missouri as well. So just they can grow up watching that, and they want to be like that. And it just completely changes the game for the young girls in this city.
All right, St. Thomas Aquinas in the white and blue, scoring first here in this third and final set. Caroline Zabrowski looked like she got a hand on that one.
Yeah, it was a nice block by Zabrowski.
Bien will serve it up. Big hit from Carly Schmidt, the junior.
haven't heard from Schmidt in a while. Wasn't able to get her the ball in that a whole lot in that second set, but what a beautiful spot on the floor. That is nearly indefensible.
Nice stick from Caitlin Bishop. Tight to that, Mackenzie Weaver able to play it. Swing from Color is wide, point to Lansing.
Let's see. She's got that seam. Great idea, great spot. Just a little bit wide. Oh, nice job. Oh, darn.
Aquinas can't keep it up.
You can't go under the net, but they sure did it. They did a good job of trying. You're gonna see, she goes up to attack, gets blocked, and Jabrowski there saves the ball, but went under the net. Do we have another miss serve while I was looking away? Okay. Fabulous.
I was hoping you were looking at replay.
I was, but I figured that had to be what it was. Ellie Smith back to serve for the Saints. Ava Martin back in the game on her birthday.
Tough play there from Mackenzie Weaver. Did you like players who had a birthday on a match day? Was that usually good luck?
You know, I had a player one year at Sub-State, and it was her birthday, and it worked out pretty well for us, so that's my only experience with it, so I'm going to go with a yes. You're hyped up on your birthday, you know? It gives you a little extra juice.
How about playing your first varsity match?
I know, right?
On your birthday on television in front of.
It's so young. There's so much youth in this game.
Against the #3 team in the state.
Yeah. No big deal. Good job keeping that ball in play.
Good swing from Martin there. Off the block, point to Lansing.
Aquinas is looking for the double call. I honestly didn't. Oh, yeah, for sure. On that replay, you can see that set wasn't legal, but we can't see them all. Fairbanks has a good finish. There again. The ball never lies.
You know, I was spoiled watching Anise Havili for 4 years set at KU, and the ball just, it doesn't come out of her hands. It's just like somebody places it somewhere. Yeah. And it's just, I don't know if she was ever called for a double hit, maybe in her entire career. It comes out so beautifully, but it's a skill, isn't it? And a big swing again. How about Carly Schmidt?
Yeah, I like her energy right now. She's feeling it. Coming out through the middle. Hits that right back angle. Love the fire.
(6-4) now, Lansing.
She's back to serve with that big topspin. Oh, man. Whew.
I have talked to some players who say that floater is sometimes tougher to receive than some of the big topspin. That you know it's coming hard, you know it's going to drop on you, but that floater sometimes is harder to control.
I think the float's a whole lot harder to pass because it can just drop at you in the very last second, and you just have to kind of guess, essentially, where is it going to land and try to get your feet to the ball. Topspin, you know where it's going. It just has some heat.
Lauren McEnroe serves up an ace.
McEnroe's done a good job from the line back there. She's had quite a few of those tonight. It is 7-6, and I think already in this set there's 5 service errors, if my math is right. Yeah.
I'm going with the coach's calculations on that one.
It's too many. Both coaches, I'm sure, are feeling that frustration.
The ball knocked wide. It'll be point to Lansing.
Just a mental error there, a little miscommunication about who was going where. And our libero ended up having to take the ball over and just tried to have good placement, and it's a little bit wide.
Nice dig from Fairbanks. Morgan got a hand on that one.
Nice block by Bianca to go halfway across the court to get that block.
Fairbanks again. Good dig from Ellie Smith. Morgan finally puts it away. Good point.
Great save by Lauren McEnroe. That ball was tight. I was waiting. You can see here on the, there's a good dig by Fairbanks. Followed by the block, and there's the set. Great angle by Morgan. Hit it where the block was not. That's what you want. Can't draw it up any better than that.
An ace. Served up by Bridget Devers.
Super pumped. I love it. Devers also plays beach volleyball. Just a smart, solid little DS. Doing good things back there for the Saints.
Another good serve.
Ooh, almost had it.
Looked like Vanderwerf is there with a block for Lansing.
Vanderwerf is one of those players as a junior coming off an injury. Just the size, the athleticism, you're going to see her just continue to get better as the season progresses. The more they play, she's doing a great job with the net today, blocking for the Lions.
Samantha Moberg there as well.
Another block. Smart, nice one-arm dig.
That point's going to go to St. Thomas Aquinas. Lansing into the net.
Man.
But the competition's ratcheted up a little bit here, hasn't it?
Dig. Total net violation. That's a killer. She tried to hide it and pretend like, no, I wasn't in the net.
McCusick serves. Back to Lansing. Carly Schmidt back in that Lions lineup.
Look for her to get the ball. Nice save.
Great work from the Saints to get that across.
Great save on the other side by Taylor Lang.
Good effort, but that ball's down. Point to Lansing.
That just goes to show you what defense can do. Both sides had great digs, but that save there by Lang gave Lansing another opportunity, and Schmidt just is lethal out there on the left side, and she converted on a great dig.
Lang serves it up off the tape.
That was out.
Broski wound up. That block is out.
Wasn't sure what was going to happen there. I don't think the line judge could have possibly seen that. So there's people, the defense right there in the way.
You can see it in the replay, sure.
The down official went ahead and made that call. It was the right one.
BM puts it in play long.
I like almost can't get over this. I just really don't know if I can. And it's both sides. I mean, they're both doing it. And it's been that way in every match so far today. It's a good thing they're playing such good defense.
That swing from Color is long. I got a feeling I know what's going to be in the pregame talk here in about an hour and a half.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's going to be. Well, you know, it's a new environment, and they're not used to this court, and the TV cameras make it a little more scary.
Ace! And it's Lansing on a run now. St. Thomas Aquinas will call a timeout. The Lions jump out to a 14-10 lead here in the third and deciding set. We're back with more exciting action here from the Spectrum Sports Volleyball Slam presented by Hy-Vee. Next. Third and deciding set here at St. James Academy. Lansing in the black serving it up 4. Overpass. The Lions take advantage. Fairbanks was there to put it away.
It's not a ball you can give to Fairbanks. She's going to execute that every time. Just look, you can almost see in the replay her eyes. She was so ready. That's going to end badly every time for you. There she is.
St. Thomas Aquinas able to answer. Caroline Zabrowski.
One more rotation where she's up, and they need to get her the ball as often as possible. She has been on fire this afternoon.
Ellie Smith with the serve.
Nice pass. Oh no.
Chance for Lansing.
That stresses me out.
Fairbanks puts it away. Rachel Fairbanks is on fire.
She is. She's having a good time. Again, off one foot. It's no surprise they give her the ball. Such power. Lots of time left in this third set. Aquinas just needs to relax. Pass the ball in system. Get it to Carolyn Zabrowski. There it is. Touch.
Is there a touch? No, point Lansing.
Yikes.
And now it's the Lions on the run.
Let me see here if I can see. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. 100%.
And an ace for Lansing. The Lions can do no wrong.
Yeah, sometimes it's just the way the ball falls, but that is so frustrating as a coach. But
Timeout, St. Thomas Aquinas. The Saints now down 18-11.
this is a great time to talk about mental toughness, you know, and we try to do that in practice as much as we can. They're going to show us this last point one more time, that let serve that results in the ace. I mean, that just is a horrible way to score a point. I hate that rule myself personally, but we want our kids to be mentally tough, and sometimes you can't create those opportunities in practice. So Aquinas is a really good team. Is this an insurmountable lead? Absolutely not. They've got time. They need to pass the ball in system. The ball's going to go to Zabrowski. They know it. We know it. Everybody knows it. They need to make sure they're covering and go back to the line and be aggressive. But the ball has to be in play. There can be no more missed serves.
Mackenzie Weaver will put it in play. Up 18-11. Third and deciding set.
Great pass. There it is.
Zabrowski, cross court.
That was out.
I thought it was wide, yes.
It was out. So close, but man.
Well, that was right in front of us, too.
Yeah.
It looked like it was just wide.
I mean, what a great shot. We can't see it on the replay, but just tough calls for these line judges tonight.
That serve is wide, so Aquinas will serve it up down 19-12.
So Aquinas is not, this is how it always happens. When you need your best hitter in front row, they're always rotating back. But Morgan has done great things for the Saints today, so no reason why she won't continue to do that here.
Swing from Schmidt is wide. Point to Aquinas. Good serve from Zabrowski.
Bye-bye. Great block there by Ava Martin to slow that ball down for her defense.
Morgan.
Going to Zabrowski in the back row.
Long.
Smart play. That's who you want to have the ball at the end of the game. You give it to your beast. Let her see what she can do. Nice pass.
Right back it goes to Samantha Moberg. She's had a nice match as well.
She really has. She's just been really steady. When she gets the ball, she does great things with it like she did here. Again, everybody knows she's getting the ball just because of where that pass was, but she muscled it through there very nicely.
Lansing 4 points away from this match. Another good serve. Give credit to Lansing to come up and serve big. Carly Schmidt.
Yeah, that's the trouble with the topsmen is sometimes they can just drop a little bit faster than you're anticipating, but they have certainly served aggressively here this afternoon.
That one finds her net. And now Lauren McEnroe for Aquinas. Saints need a run.
She's been a good server for them today, so that's who you want back there serving. She's been a killer today. The momentum is certainly on the side of the Lions right now.
So here's Rachel Fairbanks. 2 points away from this match.
That went over.
Too low from Moberg, I believe. Yeah. Yep.
I couldn't see it, but I could just tell by the way it hit the tape. Let's see, replay here. Oh yeah,
Bridget Devers will serve it up. Saints trying to climb back into this third set.
Ooh.
For a miss hit there from Mackenzie Weaver.
Mackenzie Weaver just sort of laughs that one off. You can do that when you're up 23-16.
And now Lansing will take a timeout, try to settle things down. Julie Slater wants to talk about it.
Smart timeout, really, with as many serves as Aquinas has been missing. Just make their server have to think a little bit longer and harder about that serve and get to side out and game point and get yourself 1 point closer to winning.
Kind of a double-edged timeout. You can kind of settle your team and then also give Aquinas a little time to think about the serve.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, they have to score 2 to Aquinas' 9, so it's a big difference. It's not impossible.
How many times do you work on this situation in practice?
A lot.
We need 2 points to win. We're down 5. We've got to rally back.
Put it up on the scoreboard. Put it on a flip score and say, "Okay, you're down by 7." And then you inevitably put your weakest server back there to serve, or your most inconsistent server. Go to your worst rotation and see if you can find a way to win.
Devers serves it up.
Money ball pass.
Big hit from Brady Basler.
There she is again with that live arm on the right side, hitting down that line.
She'll spend the spring going underhand, but
yes,
the fall right over the top.
It's going to be a weird transition.
All right, match point now for Lansing.
Nice set.
Morgan. Blocked wide, point to Aquinas.
That was a beautiful set by Lauren McEnroe. Pushed that ball all the way to the pin. That's a gutsy set on that play.
Facing match point.
Yeah. Most setters don't have the confidence to do that in high school. That was impressive. Oh, no.
And that's the way it ends. Lansing with a bit of revenge from last year's state tournament takes out St. Thomas Aquinas 25-17 here in the third. Nancy Dorsey, what do you take away from this match?
Well, I think there's a lot left to be seen from both of these teams. You know, in the short season it is, they're both going to get a lot better. Aquinas is super scrappy. They've got great hitters. They just lost a little confidence there in their pass and serve. And Lansing just got the momentum in that third set early on. So it's going to be great to see the rematch.
All right, good to see you again. We'll see you here in about an hour and a half.
Right,
thank you
good.
for hosting us as well. Nancy Dorsey, the coach here at St. James Academy. It's Lansing in 3 sets over St. Thomas Aquinas. Much more volleyball action to come here on the Spectrum Sports Volleyball Slam, presented by Hy-Vee. For Nancy Dorsey, for our Spectrum Sports crew, our director Joe Novacek, I'm Lee Fleisig, saying so long from St. James Academy. It's Lansing, the Lions, with a win over St. Thomas Aquinas in 3 sets. 25-17 in the third.